You may have seen a lot about Kevin O Leary's Box Elder County data center. A lot has been said about this, but I feel the need to highlight some deeply concerning statements. Here is a statement from Utah Governor Spencer Cox. I'm so tired of our country taking forever to get stuff done. It's the dumbest thing ever. We think taking our time is going to make it better or safer. It absolutely does not. Why does our country take forever to get stuff done? Maybe it's because the people don't agree that the stuff in question should be done. Maybe it's because checks and balances designed to prevent government and corporate overreach are built into our system. Maybe it's because democratic governments rely on persuasion to get things done, and that tends to take longer than the authoritarian whim. The Box Elder County Commission appears to feel very similarly to Governor Cox. They eliminated the public option for public comment at a public meeting and then criticized the protesters. This was an authoritarian move designed to squash the very real and understandable concerns of all of us, not just those in Box Elder County, of a data center that will use twice as much energy as the entire state of Utah. In trying to bypass the democratic institutions, Governor Cox and the Box Elder County Commission are on the wrong side of history. As such, this is my message for Governor Cox and the Box Elder County Commission. How we win matters. In a democratic government, we get what we want through persuasion, and we accept defeat when we can't persuade. With this kind of data center, with this massive scale of data center, you will have to work overtime to persuade us on this. We have seen the dangers of AI. We have seen data centers exploit communities throughout the nation, and we have seen little to no regulatory oversight of AI companies. We, the people of Utah, are fully justified in wanting a third-party investigation of the costs and benefits of this data center before we accept one, certainly one of this scale. 250 years ago, Thomas Jefferson wrote that power is derived from the consent of the governed. When the consent of the governed is ignored or bypassed, people lose the belief that their voice matters, and they disengage from the democratic process. We need leaders that respect the democratic process and lead by persuasion, not loopholes. When leaders try to dodge democracy, we need to show them that they can't and vote them out. My name is Tucker Smith. I am a public educator running for Utah State Senate in District 23, which includes West Provo, Vineyard, West Orem, and parts of Pleasant Grove and Linden. I'm running as a Democrat, which in this district is a massive disadvantage. As such, I plan to persuade door by door, person by person, because how I win matters. I hope that every candidate and every political leader this election cycle chooses persuasion over the quick and easy approach. This is how democracy can and should work. Thank you. I decided to create an addenda to this video, mainly because Kevin O Leary came up with this beautifully terrible quote. Here it is. We think over 90% of the protesters are actually not people that live in Utah or Box Elder County. They're being bussed in. People that live in Utah aren't stupid. This is prime evidence that we need to tax the wealthy. Here is a man whose honest to goodness belief to opposition to his vision, despite the clear and abundant reasons for it, is, oh, they must be stupid. He's not even creative enough to come up with a better reason or excuse than paid protesters. And yet our society has given him untold wealth and incomprehensible power. We need to tax the wealthy. We need to tax these unaccountable billionaires and return that wealth and power to the consent of the governed. Thank you.